One of the things that transformed my playing, personally, being playing for 25 years, back in the days, is bringing structure and ways to connect elements on the fretboard. Guitar players, we can get very confused because it's not like the piano that we see everything in a very visual way. There's like C and then C again, an octave, and the octaves look the same. It's very different. We have C in so many places and any other note in so many places. That's why sight reading can be very confusing and a challenge. I remember how much of a challenge it was to me back in the days. What I want to do today is show you the importance of connecting elements and practicing each of the elements deeply on the instrument. So whenever you have a chord, it's not just this, right? This chord has a specific DNA, which is constructing it. It's the notes within it. C, E, G, right? So what you do, you say C, E, G and start learning it on the entire fretboard. C, E, G. That was just like playing it on 3 strings, but what if you wanted to play it on 1 string? So C, E, G. C, E, G. C, E, G. You see, I'm playing the notes that construct that chord. Keep going, do that on the D string. C, E, G. C, E, G. C, E, G. Okay, good. Now pick another chord that you know. For example, D minor, right? So what are the notes that construct that chord? Well, of course, if you just think about it, you have an open string D, then A, then D, and F again, but the chord is D minor. So start saying the notes from D. D, F, and then the next note will be A, right? Because you're thinking about it chronologically within the octave. And then look for that DFA on 3 adjacent strings. Okay, here's another DFA. Here's another DFA. And another DFA, right? And then play those notes on 1 single string. Here's F, A, and D. Okay, here's D, F, and A. Here's A, D, and F. You see, those are the notes that construct the chord. F, A, D. A, D, F. F, A, D. And now start connecting them to create melodies. For example, if you play this D minor, now you can go to this, right? Root position, and then invert that again to a first inversion. And then because you can see the notes on 1 string, you can solo a little bit, maybe with some slides. Right? Okay, so you can start doing that. I have a very step-by-step way that you can practice with me on my website if you're serious about learning this deeply. And you can start evolving with that, you know, pick a chord every practice session and really see it on the fretboard. And after a while, you will feel from day to day with the discipline and consistency that the fretboard is starting to open up. You're not just thinking about D minor as this, or C just as this, or you're seeing each chord as an opportunity to orchestrate music on the instrument, right? So something you can do if you're a pentatonic guy, which most guitar players we are, right, is noticing that basically a pentatonic already has triads within it, right? For example, if we take A minor, if you play a pentatonic scale, that scale already has the notes of A minor in it. See, here's the root of A minor, here's the third of A minor, and here's the fifth. So already just from the pentatonic scale, you're getting the arpeggio. And if you know all of the different positions of the pentatonic scale, you can extract those notes from the pentatonic scale to get the arpeggio. Now I know it's the other way around, but some players know the pentatonic scale more than they know arpeggios, so that's a good way to hack that. The most important thing is not to get stuck and always simplify. Instead of getting confused, try to ask what are some simple tasks that I can do, like writing on a piece of paper the notes of a certain chord and seeing if I can invert it or play an arpeggio on one string, two strings, a position. Have simple tasks that you can start doing and do them for a long time, months, and many consistent practice sessions, and after a while you'll see things are starting to simplify on the guitar. It's harder for us than piano players to visualize those on the guitar, but after a while it makes sense and it becomes simpler. For me today it feels more second nature than I could ever develop on piano, I think. Even though piano is more easy to visualize, my brain is already just hooked to visualize music on the guitar. And that's something that really liberated me back in the days as a player. And I always tell my students, keep your creativity going, keep your vision going, keep having fun, play songs you like, transcribe solos you like. If you have someone to play music with, that's beautiful. But have a discipline to work on the fundamental elements, just like we have discipline in other areas of life. And there's form, and within the form we find our freedom. So hopefully that was helpful. If you're interested in a very step-by-step system, very step-by-step way to go all the way through the very fundamentals, master the fundamentals and unleash your creativity and acquire the language, you're invited to check out my website, weissguitar.com, and you can do that in the description of this video. Everything from the foundations, arpeggios, jazz essentials, melodic minor, all the way to more sophisticated elements like diminished and so on and so forth. So that's it. Hope you had fun here, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.